Welcome, welcome, welcome to Final Fantasy Randomizer, the Great Chaos Caper, our winter tournament. We are here tonight with a great matchup, raxraxraxraxrax versus wewbear. Game 1. This is going to be great, the round of 8. I am, of course, one half of your hosts with the most in this freezing rain coast Oslo. I am joined in the booth by Franklin. And Franklin, how you doing tonight?
Doing pretty well. Glad to be here with all ya.
That's fantastic. We also have Mecklin in the background doing a restream, Softnum clicking buttons, and ooh boy, look at what we have on screen tonight. Interesting. So we get a forced fighter and a forced red mage. wewbear taking a black mage. Well, Rax is going double none, looking for looking for a thief maybe. Interesting. Thank you, Mecklin, for throwing up our blursing. So the fighter comes with equipped shirt. Okay. Thief, not on screen, has a +5 luck. Black belt, not being shown tonight, would have had telemagic. Red mage +20 HP. White mage +10 luck. And black mage +10 vitality. It's gonna be interesting. And of course, this being our round of 8, we now have access to the Rimeter Melmond, the Cardia docks, and the Northern docks. So only 2 spots locked by floater. Should be fun to watch. Oh, I agree. Other me, Odoron. Black belt with extra vitality isn't really bad, but I mean, you're looking at these blursings and you're thinking, man, I don't know. Kind of, sort of okay. I mean, I don't know. It's not. Nothing jumps out at me as fantastic except for the black belt with telemagic, but it's not there.
One nice thing about having more mediocre blessings is that you don't feel like you're leaving something crucial behind. Like sometimes there'll be 5 characters that all have an amazing blursing and you want to take all of them, but you just can't. So this way, it sort of eases the burden of missing out on the character that is going to win you the game.
That's a very good point. And now the Rax play, I think, is real interesting. Taking a double none. Could this be looking for an extra fighter, an extra red mage, maybe?
I'm thinking probably to take another melee because you can only choose a mage for your 3rd character. And a red mage could be enough for everything.
Well, let's find out. Here we go. So, nothing really good in the item shop. Black mage available at the party member store. White magic. Hello, Oh, we have a restart. We are probably looking for a white mage now. Okay, so Rax is checking first and then coming back and grabbing. I like this play.
Yeah, Life 2 and Harm 4 both at level 1. That's huge.
That is spectacular magic for that white mage.
Oh, it's spectacular magic for the black mage too.
Whew, yes.
I think it might be worth taking the black mage here at the tavern right away.
A very wise runner told me that it's a very good idea to grab your party members quick. And he beat me, so I'm going to go with him. Meanwhile, wewbear already heading up to Temple of Fiends. Is it going to be bonk off the chime? Maybe? Maybe? No, definitely not. Oh well. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. I like Rax's idea of resetting. That's a real good play. Oh, Imsef Fire 3. Oh dear, Danny, congratulations.
Yeah, Rax burning off that first encounter in the forest and also the second encounter. Seeing a spell like that on the imps is always great, not only because it's funny, but also because it eliminates it from the pool that all of the other enemies draw from.
Oh, that's absolutely correct. Now, I do agree with Fellison. The +10 luck white mage is really good for running, and that harm 4 makes it really useful. But here we go. wewbear, we got an Oxio from the king. As Rax takes down Garland, and a crystal. Okay, that's a pretty fast turn, and that's cool. So that's actually that's a quick turn in, easy to go. I like that.
Yeah, with the white mage plus luck, I think normally the black mage has a good bit more luck than the white mage does, but this reverses that by quite a bit.
Absolutely, and especially with no thief currently, you really want that run capability.
Yeah,
Especially
plus
with
luck
imps
isn't...
with fire 3.
Yeah, imps with fire 3.
Odoron
And there
calling
could be a
Crystal
lot
to
of walking in
Rod.
this game, so that's very useful.
Very much so. So we got money, and nothing great, and survey says to chime. Well, we're not going to find chime lock. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no
sorry,
chime
guys.
bonk.
Oh well. We tried. We tried, chat. We tried. All right. Runners holding hands as they've high five past. No, wewbear says, "No, I don't like these imps. I'm not going to fight that. Thank you."
Audron in chat predicting Crystal to Rod, Vicky with the canoe.
Well, he might. I mean, I might be half right about that.
Yeah.
Vicky might still have the canoe. But early Rod, I don't like early Rod.
Yeah, early canoe is relatively common once you have some opening of the map.
And there's wewbear picking up that thief. Okay, there's Brack. That's a good spell. Rube's giving us a little Dr. Seuss there. Yeah, it does. Let's give you all that, Barber, definitely. All right, so we're going to head over with wewbear, and we're going to talk to Bicky. What does Bicky have, other than pirates?
I also want to point out that raxraxrax has taken the ninja, is now showing off both the Dark Knight and White Ninja sprites.
They are fantastic. I love seeing that. I really do.
Which, reminder, once they promote to Ninja and Knight, they will have reversed magic. The fighter having black magic instead of white magic, and the thief having black magic, or white magic instead of black magic.
Correct. And correct, Odoron. You were indeed half right. Houses not bad at 1532. I would buy those. You have a lot of money. What do we get for armor? Anything decent? Not great.
And it is the canoe.
It is the canoe.
I didn't notice before on wewbear's side.
wewbear making some changes. Pop into the inn, get some heals. Now is he gonna go? Yes, he's gonna make this play south to Crescent. It's proximity play, I like it. You can never have too many houses in this game, fellas, and that's the way I look at it. If they're cheap. Oh, Rube's calling it, and calling it correct. wewbear going Volcano early. This is interesting.
Volcano early, it can be a really strong strategy if there's something good in Armory.
Yeah.
Potentially a ton of money that makes it so you could just go to Elfland and buy all your spells right away, which you probably can't do otherwise.
No, and Odoran's right. You can easily warp out of here. Meanwhile, Rax going the other way. Rax is going to head down, and we're going to get into our into Crescent Lake. See what's there. Nothing.
No shop item.
Shop items. Shop's got a wall. Those golds are expensive. Yee.
Rube's pointing out wewbear staring down that box. I believe that is our restreamer getting things figured out. Oh, never mind. It was just delay of some kind.
The hamster has not been fed. So you see some X chests in there, which is good. There's some shards available. I don't. It's kind of a risk to open them, that's for sure. Okay, our Hydras are fine.
Lots of encounters before going into the rivers.
And
we have lots of encounters right at the beginning of the table.
Yeah, looks like a volcano play. Now, our Hydras are fantastic for wewbear because he's got all those charges of ice, too. Fantastic. And an XP chest, that's great. Bane Sword, even better. We can warp out, house up. Equipping the giant sword. Something you never thought you'd see in Final Fantasy. Oh boy. Burbs. Jerk burbs. And bye, jerk burbs. So I think wewbear is going to go right to your Agama floor, pop some chests, look for the key item, and probably get out of here. Because carry is not viable at these levels. Everyone's second favorite thing.
Warp is super helpful for these themed dungeons with this flag set.
Absolutely. You could Bane carry, you absolutely could. I don't recommend it. You could also mute, dark, and confuse carry, which is fun to do.
Yeah, especially with improved dark.
Mm-hmm. It works both ways. It works both on you and on the enemies.
I wonder when it was first made, if the thought was improving the player's dark spell so it was actually useful, or the player's getting dark so it's actually consequential.
I believe it works both ways, because the code is always the same. It always checks for the same thing.
Oh yeah, it works both ways. I was wondering what the intention behind it was. What the original
The intention was to make dark useful. Yeah, neutral katana, I mean... It's a katana, I know. There's a Vorpal out there somewhere. And remember, because this is the round of 8, weapons can roll neutral. You won't see negatives, but you can just get a bland katana. Some money. What's in the box, wewbear? Bulls! No one likes... Oh, with heat! That's cute. You know, Rax
katana
is
can
finding...
be pretty good. Oh, katana can be pretty good for Rax because there is the incentivized X-Cal. So that means that they're guaranteed to have both melees with a legendary item by the end of the game, assuming that they go and find all the incentives.
Yep. Alright, we found our item. It is the crown. Out we go. wewbear making obsessive use of those warp charges, and we are gone. I believe I saw 4 shards on his side. I know, it's really hard to tell. These runners are incredibly... Menuing is very quick, with, especially with these runners. So we're gonna get... Rax will go down, find his crown as wewbear makes his way to Crescent. We'll pick up the TNT from the old men. Well, they're not confused, unfortunately. They're just doing their thing. So, sorry everyone that likes that flag.
Was that one of the flags that the runners could agree on turning on?
I can't recall. There is a list. I think that's one of them, because it doesn't... No. Soft None confirms no, it's not, unfortunately.
I might be remembering the rules for the previous winter tournament.
Previous winter tournament, it was on. I agree, Rubes. I agree. It should be. It's one of my favorite flags. Makes things very fun. Alright, wewbear out. Rax fighting the red D. And this should get us our first look at the spells in Elfland, which will be really interesting to see.
Yeah, the magic has been pretty powerful so far.
Definite plus.
In level 3 black magic, we have Zap and Lit 2.
Zap is funny if you landed on Lich.
Yeah, or even Kraken, but we do have Bane Sword and Brack, so probably not.
Yeah. Barber, confused old men. Hello, Cure 4. Well, that's fun. Slab for sale, very expensive.
Fortunately, that's one of the items that you can put off to buying later. And Nuke and Temper and
Whew.
Quadruple X. That is a stacked level 4.
That is a stacked level 4, but you really hate to see that.
Yeah, you don't want to have Temper and Nuke on top of each other. Because you want to be able to use Nukes freely, and also you want to be able to stack on Tempers. Especially when fighting the Fiends in Topher.
Yep. Well, okay. I mean, at least you have access to Nuke early for the early game to deal with some of the things you're going to run into. So that's not as bad. Rax, meanwhile, is walking out the crown because he has the white and not the black mage, so his charges are getting low. Canal! Oh, boy. Okay. Interesting.
Right, and you just brought up how Rax has less charges of Warp because of taking the white mage instead.
Mm-hmm.
In the end game, we'll likely see a survivability versus extra Nukes and Tempers from the two players and see which one works out better.
So, TNT is going to lead to something. It has to. Whether that's the ship or whether that's the rod or the ruby. TNT was the old men in Crescent Lake. Rax might actually be in that. We haven't seen Fast yet. It's not there yet. wewbear, he's right there. You can say hi to him at least. Come on. Now, one good thing about Rax, though, he does have access to double Cure Force and Invis 2. Ship from the TNT. Rubes, me and you, we think the same way. We think the same way. So
I think that means it's time to go to our deals. Yay, fun!
Well...
Oh wait, we do have Northern Docks though now, right?
We do, so you could technically go Waterfall, and if you're... But you can't go into... You can go into the Water Shrine, but remember, Mermaid Prison is on, so without the key, or a level 22 thief, you can't get the key item.
And we also found the slab in the shop, which Rax just found.
Yep.
So we can also translate that and turn it in if we want to do a grind.
That's
Meanwhile, wewbear is arriving at Ordeals.
Yeah, Ordeals would be... Now again, Ordeals risky. You don't want to run to a pack of sorcerers. And they seem to always be guarding at least one trap chest.
Yeah, the worst is when there's 3 trap chests and all of them have sorcerers and you don't know which one has the key item.
Alright, so we're going to take a look. Is it Pillar 1? Oh, it is! It does look like Pillar 1. Interesting. Alright, wewbear making his way through the maze. We're not... Okay, we're into the 6. And we're out! That's a pretty good maze. Rax, meanwhile, pulling up to Astos. Going to get his canal. There's the sorcerers, and they're on the spike tile. And it starts. Oh, no. Okay, no, we got the nuke off. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, we're good. We got the turn order.
Those are beefy sorcerers. This is not going to be a fun Ordeals.
No. Now, he does have life, too, which is good. But hopefully this is not...
survived the nuke.
Yeah, that's
not good.
That's unpleasant. Okay. Medusas aren't... That's not so bad. And you get the drop on them, so that's even better. Rax also ignoring the Hooray Dwarf. Hello!
Loader!
Well, now that just opens up a lot of fun. So Cardia is probably going to be wewbear's next stop. Finding the house is really good. That's good. Nope, no Floralist Mechlin. I'm sorry. Danny rolled this, so that's why the imps are so horrible. Alright, Rax, meanwhile, out of the Inner Sea. Looking to go south. He could be making an Ordeals play right away. Yes, looks about right. Yep. Tonight, the role of Phoenix will be taken by Rubes. Okay, no more... Hey! There's a weapon. That's a fighter sword if I've ever seen one. So that's Sunsword. That's Sunsword +4. That is an endgame weapon, for sure. See the nukes come out.
Is fun to swing.
Oh, it's a great sword. I was going to say, if wewbear gets a pack of sorcerers one step away from the tile, they're just wolves. Are they Osloto wolves? We don't know. Stay tuned.
Rax just made it through the maze.
That was a quick maze for Rax, too, like real quick. But okay, here's the pack of 6 sorcerers. We're just running. And we're going to nuke. Oh, gets first turn away. That's a time saver. The wewbear's in the air at 1740. And right to Cardia, I assume. Yep. Phoenix, be safe, please. The airboat's pretty good. I can't complain about the airboat. Great feature. Oh, double trap chests here.
Yeah, Cardia Isles are always my favorite spot to go right after getting Floater because the trap chests have dragons and it's such a great source of XP.
Absolutely. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of XP. That will buy wewbear almost his slab right there. Finding another shard. Yeah, time to switch to the nuke strats for the blue Ds. That's a good nuke roll. That's a really good nuke roll. But these are thick, though. They are thick. That was almost a full-powered nuke plus a swing. Ooh, there goes the thief. And Quad X, now we're going to nuke. Gets the life too off in time to get the XP funneled into that thief. That you like to see. And another shard. So it's not here, but that's good. I mean, it's XP. And the shard count, I believe, is getting close to that breakpoint. Yes, it is. He's got 9. Now remember, if we don't see an X chest, it could be one of the items.
Rax is in the air at 1924.
Wow, okay, so not that far behind. Oh,
Also
wewbear
going
loving
straight to Cardia.
Absolutely. Wewbear, meanwhile, finding another pack of red Ds. This is fantastic with those Ice 3 spells in tow. Making short work of this chest. They are dodgy. There we go. 17 across the board at this early game is really good.
Might mean it's going to be difficult to find the last few, though.
Mm-hmm. Again, a 4-pack of red Ds again. Fantastic. It's another really good nuke hit there, but again, they have a ton of, they do have a lot of HP. Dodgy dragons. Welcome to FFR. There we go. Wewbear's through. Rax through. More shards. 18 for wewbear. And the tail. Oh, well. That's a proximity play if I've ever seen one.
That is extremely nice.
Yep, that is.
You equip the katana right away.
Bane Sword coming out for Rax. Does have harm 3 and harm 4 at his disposal. Although wewbear has double nuke. Yep, that thief is going to be incredibly powerful as it is. And that knight will learn nuke as well, so you have extra if you need it, and temper.
Both runners picking up the thief from a tavern has worked out quite well.
Absolutely. All right, so wewbear coming in, going to get the slab. This also is really good because if you go to Lefane with the slab in tow, you can learn all your magic and just get out.
Right, good point.
So I like this play. Picking up a bunch of houses. He's got tons of money. Those dragons give out so much cash.
Yeah, and once you got the key item from the shop, there's nothing keeping you from just spending all of your money on whatever gear and items you want.
No, absolutely
Except
not.
maybe spells.
Spells are the only limiting factor.
Spells in Lefine.
Yeah, you need a little bit of money left over. Not much, though. Depending on
Key
where your
from
spells
Sparta.
land. Okay, well, that's good.
It's always good to remember that you can access Sarda without the ruby once you have floater.
Yes, always a plus. Okay, so let's go back to white. There's Fade. You can pick up that. That's not bad.
And heal 3.
Well, the
No,
heal 3
heal
good
3
too.
not for the red mage.
Not for the red mage, though. It's Dollar Store Nuke. We all know why we call it that. Everybody knows. Yeah, Barber C is now open, so we can go see Bubbles. Everyone likes Bubbles. Tail for Rax. I can see the promotion coming very quickly.
Oh, and then
Gonna
we
check-
get to see what the sprites look like for the actual White Ninja and Dark Knight.
Yes, they look fantastic. I was really happy to see, really happy to see those come to life. Okay, so we don't see an X in the box in Corneria. That means it's going to be one of the items. Which, if it's the X cow, wewbear's going to be very pleased.
Yeah, you want to see that early.
Mm-hmm.
It's more useful out about on the map than it is in Topher.
Absolutely, because once you get to Chaos, it is dead weight. Even if it rolls +5, it's still not great. But also 2 free shards, which is good. What do we have? XP, can't hold a cabin, Power Bonk.
Arguably
Did that
even
just-
more useful than an X-Cow.
Absolutely. Did that just say that wewbear can't hold any more cabins? He's a landlord, is what he is. He bought 39 houses, he has 99 cabins.
Yeah, sometimes the tents just don't come up in the early shops and you just have to take the cabins, which fortunately are quite cheap in this seed.
Thankfully, yes.
Yeah, our runners have been doing quite a bit of encounter manipulation with them.
Oh, whatever wewbear just saw was either an Ankleo or a regular Ankleo. You're just not going to bother with that.
Yeah, right there we got to see some nice encounter manipulation. Because we do have those 3 encounters right at the beginning off the hard reset, and since there's only 4 per 256 tiles, that means there's a long hero run after those first 3. So it's absolutely worth burning through those.
Very true, very true. Fellison, I get it, but I'm on Team Vorpal. And there's your rod. Like, if the Vorpal shows up... Oh, a defense sword? No. I've swung that in Topher. It is not helpful. There's life 2 on your ninja. I would put fog 2 on that ninja. Exit, great to have. Ruse would be good too. Yeah, you might want to... No? Okay. There's lock 2. There's fire 3 and ice 2. Uh-oh. I didn't see it. Did you?
I think it might be in Gaia.
Yeah. That tells me Fast is up in Gaia.
This is where having that black mage / black wizard could be the big play that makes Topher easy for wewbear.
Yeah, wewbear, yeah.
Although we still do have Rax with a large amount of healing power, and will be going in with the power bonk.
Yep. Wewbear gonna go to Waterfall, see what the robot has for us today. And with Warp, it's way easy. Yeah, get a good, and there's your good look at your promoted sprites. Looking fantastic. I do like that a lot. Very, very nice.
And Velson pointing out that there's a 20% chance that Fast is Red Wizard learnable at 25.
Yeah, there's a chance. There is a chance. We will see.
Yeah, the biggest weakness of the Red Wizard isn't the slots that it can't learn, but that it takes so much longer to get magic points for those slots.
Absolutely. But Red Wizard also has a huge advantage, too. It can swing a Vorpal.
Yeah, maybe we should add a flag at some point that's sort of like the double beef hit percent, except maybe a less extreme version of that to make the red mage a more viable melee option.
Maybe. Barber Lock 2 was black slot 4. I don't recall seeing Lock 1 yet. Which tells me it's probably in Gaia. Oh, Duran, come on, buddy. That's not cool. That's not cool. We love that. We love that. Oh dear. Oh dear. Lobsters. Oh, lobsters are not good. That is not good. That is stone poison and thunder right afterwards.
If you see lobsters with a script right at the beginning of Diving Sea, that means you're going to have a rough time in sea. But we do need quite a few shards, so there's a good chance that we are going to be fighting Kraken anyways.
Oh yeah, you most definitely. All right, so are there any guesses? Are we going to see it in here, or is it going to be in TFC? Oh boy, there's that big pack of lobsters again. It's not what we don't need this right now. Oh, they have dark too. Oh no, oh no,
oh no.
Oh, this is bad. Oh, and wewbear stoned out of Sea Shrine. Okay, Sea is deadly. Wow, I did not see that coming.
Yeah, not only are the lobsters terrible, but they're also a common encounter.
Yeah, and let's not forget, you can encounter them a lot on seafloor in Temple of Fiends Revisited. Oh, and the worst part is if that's guarding progression. There's defense sword.
I do want to point out though, for all of the different runners that could be facing a tough seed like this, I want to see how Rax and wewbear take it on, because these are two amazing runners.
Thank you, wewbear, for carbonating Bubbles. The Bubbles Soda Co. would like to thank wewbear for helping keep the world refreshed. Bubbles Soda Co. Coming soon in Cappuccino Cola. Why'd I use the long topher there? I have no idea. I literally cannot give you... But here's the thing. The defense sword in hand, I'm pretty sure, is the item. So that means these lobsters are not guarding progression, they're guarding a shard. Which wewbear gets. Yep. Well, I figured because everyone waited there for a bit that it must have been. Glug, glug, glug! wewbear, meanwhile, is leaving. 13 shards? Thank you, Softnum. I know it's very difficult to keep track of this stuff. Where are you? wewbear going to turn in the herb.
I think I got a glimpse of Rax having 2 rows of shards exactly. So
yep.
That's 12 shards? Yeah, Softnum.
Bottle for wewbear. So that's a free turn in. Are we going to see a check of the armory? We are.
Yeah, we need as many shards as we can get from anywhere.
Yep, and
this is probably the easiest spot to get them.
And a ribbon would go a long way, especially with those lobsters. Okay, Rax meanwhile is diving Kraken.
Remember how we got lots of shards early game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find the last few.
Yeah. Okay, we're checking level 7. There's Saber and Fire too. That's great. Level 8, survey says. There's Lock and Fast. Okay, well, wewbear gonna have Fast going in. Rax will not.
And there is the loot.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah. All that's left is shards.
all that is left is shards for wewbear, so it's time to go looking. So, yeah, I was going to say, the Earth play makes sense. You can get 2 pretty much free shards here out of the Lich.
Yeah, and the incentive is going to be, I believe, Ruby or Adamant leading into the other turn-in item leading to Cube.
Correct.
And Sky and Mirage are great places to find shards because of high chest density.
Very much so.
Right.
And that's the thing. Like, Cube would be nice because there's a lot of chests. Odorant, no one's diving ice for shards.
Yeah, and as Rax is reminding us, there are terrible lobsters in sea.
Yep, you don't want any part of that.
Oh, I just noticed that Rax did park at the northern dock using the airboat, which is actually faster than the normal landing pad. Northern docks, yeah, northern docks and airboat combine great.
Do indeed.
Riven on wewbear's side in Earth.
That is big. That is big, because that chest is normally not checked by a lot of runners. They just go on past it, but that's huge. Neutral ribbon, throw it away. I have thrown a ribbon away before, Odran, in a race. It was embarrassing. And it was way up on Sky, like Sky 3, so I couldn't go back. It was horrible. Alright, wewbear's gonna walk up to Mr. Vampire and make Mr. Vampire go away real quick. There it is. Yeah, that's different if you do it for a bingo. I was doing it for bingo. I was just did it because I couldn't see my cursor. wewbear popping the rod lock. Barbara, we don't need a third Phoenix. We really don't. Cockatrice on your hand you don't want to see either. For that reason right there. Jerk birds be jerk birds.
Yeah, especially with Vanilla Touch.
Yeah, the vanilla touch in this runner tournament can be a bit tricky just because of how painful it is.
It is nice to have that consistency, though.
It is. You know what to avoid. Rax, meanwhile, getting the bad news that fast is not there. Adamant. Okay, well, that is a turn in. Now he may be looking for the cube to look for that big load of shards. I mean, greater than less than could have a bunch of them, but Sky 3 with the 6-pack CCs and the 4 freebies. Yeah, Lock 2 not learnable either. So that's gonna make Toph a bit of a could be interesting for Rax.
Yeah, Rax is going to be really hoping that the increased stats on the Fiends and Chaos does not give them too much evade.
Yes. Now, meanwhile, wewbear I saw level 20 across the party, which is pretty good. And one thing that increased fatality is going to do on the Black Wizard is going to actually make it a little easier for it to survive, because normally they have garbage fatality growth.
Yeah, they do.
They absolutely do. Hi, Lich. Everyone say hi to Lich. He won't be here long. Aw, he has magic. That's cute. We do too. That was a bad neutral, but that but that's a Sun Sword +4, which is just gonna tear Lich to pieces. He did something. Now, Lich 2, you don't want to mess with that.
Rax being able to grab wall because of having the White Wizard.
That's important, because that could be useful if you don't find what you need. Cube for wewbear, so there's the cube. So and he's going to check Dwarf Armory. I like this play. A lot of chests. Nope, he bought it. It was expensive, but he bought it. About to get the bad news, though. Locked out of fast. There's the harpsichord. That would be our loot for Rax. Meanwhile, wewbear beating up some peeds. Grab another shard. Grabbing a boatload of cash, which is not useful. More cash isn't useful. Dragon sword, not useful. And Rax. Okay, so it seems to me Rax is pretty much following directly in wewbear's footsteps.
Yeah, I think it's been like that for basically the entire run. Except for the beginning with the Volcano versus Crescent Lake first divergence.
That was the only thing so far that they have made different. Wewbear heading north. Yeah, we're going right in the sky. So I think, if my calculations are correct, he's at 11 shards? Thought I saw a row. It's either 11 or 17. 17. He's at 17.
Yeah, so there's either going to be a lot of shards here, which I don't see many on the first floor,
I see
or
none on
they're
the
going to be
first floor.
scattered in places you don't want to go, such as ice and marsh.
I mean, if I had to choose, I'd go marsh first. I am an advocate of the ice box. Always have been, always will be. Not with vanilla touch on. Rax did not get the ribbon. No, he did not. As I said, most runners go past that room. That could also be a bit of a game changer.
But Rex does also have the Caspel ribbon.
True. Ooh, only one. Oh, hello.
Mazza.
The Mazza rolled up at +2. Well, wewbear's happy to see that. That's for sure. Yep. You can put that sun. You can put that sun sword onto that red mage, and you are rocking. Now we don't care about the X-Cow. Although Amasa will betray you. It has done that. Wewbear punching through. Could be. 21 across the board. Money, iron, money. White shirt. Those
And
are
the Zeus Monkey isn't really useful at this point.
No. But, more importantly, you can equip that white shirt on that fighter.
Oh, right.
So that does give protection from that right there, from heat, because it'll protect from... So that's pretty good. 20 loonies!
Definitely.
Oh. Oh, catmen are annoying, aren't they? CC's right. Could get the Titan shards.
Hopefully there are some there. There weren't any in the Elfland treasury.
Yeah, you're really hoping that they didn't all land on Spider Floor. No one likes going through Sky 2. But you have lots of warp, which is good. Go say hi to Lich again, people. Say bye to Lich.
again, people.
Yeah, he's not going to be around. He did cast a spell again, I think. Alright. Wewbear into Sky 1. Do we see a lot of X chests? We see one.
Checking the trap tiles at the top of Earth.
Well, Hydras and that is not good. That's worse. Wewbear at 18 shards. Thank you, Softum. Soon to be a few more, maybe. Oh, a single Gurmedusa. Whatever will we do? Bye, Gurmedusa. Shard. Ugh, bad men. Not as bad as evil men. Evil men are evil. Yeah, they are. Cube for Rax, so Rax will probably be headed this way next. Checking the dwarf armor.
Yeah.
But you're here, you might as well do it. You got warp. 22 across the board for Wewbear.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
lockpicking achieved, but Key also already grabbed.
But did you notice what the HP on that black wizard was when it leveled up? At 22, it's at 302. Which is...
That's quite a lot.
That's that plus 10 vitality. You can't really say bad things about vitality. It's going to help you.
Yeah, like you could get plus 40 HP at the beginning, and sure, it makes them invincible for the first 2 minutes.
For a while.
But vitality is what's actually helpful because that's a ton of extra HP over the course of the run. And especially at the end when you need it the most.
That's it. The vitality will stack. It'll keep getting better and better and better. While the plus 40 at the start is, yeah, it's nice, but it falls off real quick. wewbear doing the right thing. Avoiding spider floor.
Yeah, you have the warp charges to go back to it if needed.
Yeah. Ooh, nothing in the 6-pack. Dragon armor, though. That's worth it.
Yeah, and since we have such an absence of shards, we probably will be seeing a Tiamat fight. Although whether the runners take Warmech is much less likely because Warmech does have a full nuclear script.
Sure does. All 4 nukes are enabled, and you don't want to deal with that at all. So two shards here. That's pretty good. Alright, so wewbear takes out Tia. I think he's going to be 1 short. So,
Rex just found the Mazamoon in greater than less than room.
always a plus. So wewbear going to take a peek in here, and he finds an Xbox. Now, if this is the Ruby, it's funny.
And I think Ruby is guarding the X-Cow.
That's the Ruby. Yep, the Ruby is guarding it. Oh dear. Nope. So, the question now is, do you take the gamble on there being an X chest in Titans and just go straight for Tia?
Is wewbear that close to full shards?
He needs a Tia kill and 1 shard.
Oh, I see.
He's...
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. There's 2 right there. So wewbear will be in go mode once he finishes off Tiamat.
I didn't notice that the mummies had paralysis scripts.
Oh, they always have prowl. They usually have sleep touch. That's a mummy thing. What is it?
Yeah,
Zombies or something like that.
Sleep touch combined with a script that paralyzes your team. That's pretty bad. This seed has been terrible.
Yeah, it has been. Thank you, Danny. Hi, Warmac. Bye, Warmac. Bridge of Destiny. It's, again, the one thing you don't want to see here. Sorcerers. Fighters are fine.
Good XP source.
Yeah, I was going to say, wewbear probably takes this. Yep. A single fighter. Wow, what a threat. Up and left is the path, yes.
It's always fun to observe the silly debates that this community has, whether it be Bubbles, Hooray Dwarf, Katana versus Vorpal, or the
Well, it's like-
correct way to walk through the maze, in quotes, in the Sky Palace.
Indeed. But people do take it seriously.
Yeah, as Barber points out in chat, it is not silly, Franklin. Sometimes it becomes a little bit less silly and more serious. Especially with the Vorpal versus Katana, because they do actually have differences in game.
They do. Meanwhile, Tia just being awful rude.
Come on, raxraxraxrax, you can do it.
Maybe. It's either that or it's going to be...
Yeah,
more
Power
thunder.
Bonk Maza. I think Fast was also cast.
I believe so. Well, won't be long. Okay. This is
Goodbye,
getting-
Lightcaster.
Quad X. Or Brack.
Quad X wasn't an option.
Oh! Broke into pieces.
Quad X is on the same level as
As
our
Nuke.
Temper and Nuke, unfortunately.
I know. But at that point, Tia couldn't have had a lot left in the tank.
I think wewbear is taking an overworld grind.
Maybe. Nope, we're just getting out of here.
Just taking the encounters that otherwise would have been burned off.
Yep, pretty much. Just get rid of it. I don't mind how. Yeah, the more fast charges, the better, to be honest. Little snack.
Yeah, those sandwiches taste good.
Absolutely. But I think it's about time. Map derp is on. And we are... walking in. And we get an encounter right before the orb. So, at 5018, wewbear is in. And we're out.
And Ellison pointing out in chat that TO1 took out the two perfect characters to have a great overworld grind afterwards.
Indeed. And Barbara pointing out, yep, we're going for the X-Cow. And there was no shards in here, so they go in next cow plus 4. Money. Pro ring.
Oh, plus five
Oh,
and
and a
the
ruse stick! That is both of the defense, both of the ruse items, the defense and the ruse stick. That is big. That is a big thing to have.
Iron Strove has all the best gear. It's right at the end of the run.
But one thing it didn't have was shards, so the right play was definitely made by wewbear to not do that.
Well, Ruby was in Sky, so there wasn't even a choice to go there until right at the end.
True. Frosty worms. Alright, so the question now becomes, does Lich get off the nuke? Nope, he swings. Lich is dead. Lich is gone. Meanwhile, Rax finding those horrendous sorcerers on the Sky Maze.
Yeah, and now, do we see them again on the Path of Destiny?
Yes. Well, you can. Well, we will. I do not know. Hi, Carrie, too. How mean are you going to be tonight?
I don't think we've seen Carrie look like that yet because both runners skipped Carrie and... Or
Correct.
I guess only wewbear skipping Carrie is important for seeing how it looks
Phew.
with the randomized palettes. That was a lot.
That was 5 hits for 815 damage. But Carrie says, no, I can punch too. But it
This is
doesn't
why
matter.
having the X-Cal is still good.
Absolutely. Now, here's the thing, though. You're now on to the water floor, where you may run into those lobsters that are just not playing fair tonight.
I think we're on our hero run now, though.
I think we are.
Well, Ninja almost taken out.
Whew, that was close. That was right on the edge there.
Meanwhile, raxraxraxrax taking on Tiamat 1.
Being off the jerk. Dark goes out on wewbear's side, but it only lands on that black mage. Nobody cares. Bracking! And broken into pieces! Okay, we're just going to do heal pots. Well, that didn't last. Swing with the X-Cow. Ooh, 2 hits, though. That for 297 damage, that's not enough. On the power bunk. Lift 2. Up comes our ninja again. Swing again. 3 hits for 685. Remember, we only have 2 cat... Oh, no! Oh, no! That went off at the wrong time. That was a crit through evade. That is not fun.
We're burning through all of our Life 2 charges.
Mm-hmm.
Although it isn't level 1, so we do have a reasonable quantity of them.
Braxme also going for the X-Cow. Ink coming out. Nobody cares. Go! And the Red Mage swinging the Masa takes out Kraken 2 with 177. Now this is the floor you get a little scared about, because if you run into a pack of sorcerers here, it can totally destroy your run. Alright, here we go. Ruse, power, defense, white shirt. Now Tia normally opens with a Bane attack, or just an attack, so we'll see. And... no! Oh! Well, there goes your fast charges. Ruse, power. There's the Bane. Poison smoke!
We're down to 2 party members.
Yeah. And there's the thunder. Still powering. Swing, test
now
swing.
we fight.
Ooh, 3 hits for 20. Now remember, that fighter, I do not believe has a ruse item on them. The ruse items were on the ninja and on the red mage. Swing, test swing. 4 hits for 489. I mean, you can do it. It's going to take a bit. That's better. That's what you want to see. Damage poison coming out. Fight, wait. Another swing. Oh, that's...
coming into Topher at 55 minutes and 32 seconds.
Checking the validation chests. Terminated on wewbear's side. So we are done with Tia 2.
I think while I wasn't looking, the fighter took another massive hit, going from 600 health down to 322.
Yep, it was pretty bad. All right, we're life in 2 and upping, and away we go. It's just worms. They're not bad. And then you got the drop on them. And we're through. All right, here we go. The final fight for Woo.
Do we move our party members around?
Oh, yeah, we're gonna have to.
Yeah, we're definitely moving the Masamune to the night.
Oh, most definitely.
We're also moving the Roostic.
You definitely should. And yep, we're going to put the knight into slot 4. Less chance of it getting hit. Better chance of it getting a crit loop. Ice 3 comes out. Only really hurts the black wizard. Bane strat! wewbear's having some fun with this. Fight. It's interesting. I haven't seen the fast go off yet. Ooh, but Chaos says, hey, I can punch that bottom row. Test swing 4 hits for 220 is not bad. With no stacks. There's the fast coming out. Defense sword, power bonk. Now, Chaos should be getting close to casting, more magic. Rax, meanwhile, on that water floor, hoping to not see lobsters. more tempers, more cure 4s coming out.
And I think the hit that we saw from wewbear shows that Chaos's evasion is not through the roof, which is good news for Rax lacking Lock and Lock 2.
Very, very much so. wewbear's going to swing 6s for 1175. Slow 2 missing, and it didn't target the fighter because you don't want to see that. Although you do have 1 spare charge of fast. But with this temper and the power bonks, Kiss Chaos is not long for this world. I imagine this might go to the moon. Nope, 4 hits. There's the cure 4. Chaos. Chaos back to full health, but everyone knows it's coming. Here's a swing again. 1905!
2,000 damage.
And Chaos still standing.
The knight has gotten so many buffs.
Oh, yeah, he's been power bonking to the moon and back. Oh, there goes your red mage. And that should be it. No, 2 hits for 240. The Masa's betraying again. Swing again. 6 hits for 1208. Get your GGs out in chat for wewbear, who takes game 1 with an official racetime.gg of 58 minutes and 19 seconds. GGs.
Meanwhile, Rax just took out Kraken.
Hi, wewbear.
Hello, wewbear.
Hello.
Welcome. GG's.
Thank you. I didn't even realize it was being restreamed. I thought, because at first it just said race time GG, spectate, whatever.
Oh no, we're definitely restreaming this. We had to watch this. This is a great seed.
Yeah.
So, first question off the bat, the blursings, not so great. What'd you think?
I don't even remember what they were. Oh, shirts on fighter. Woo. That's the only one I really remember. Oh, and luck on thief, I guess, is auto run at that point. Yay.
Yeah, and the vitality for your black wizard.
Oh yeah, but it was like 10 or something.
10. It was 10.
Yeah.
It wasn't great.
Yeah.
It's something. Although, you did take the black mage, which was important because fast being as high as it was.
Yeah. If it wasn't for my past 2 or 3 seeds, fast being level 8, and me getting burned for it, I probably would have went white mage.
White mage did have access to harm 4 early, which was very nice.
Mm-hmm. And exit, not that that's as useful because we had warp pretty early, but
yeah, warp was level 1. Meanwhile, there goes the white wizard on Rax's side, but he still has the red up for more life 2. Yeah, got the Bane off.
Has 3 life 2 casters.
Yeah.
Was there a second ribbon or
not that we found?
Okay.
Yeah, just the one in Earth. Which
Rax
missed.
Rax did not take it. You went the different path and you took it.
I was digging so hard for that ribbon, man.
I figured that was one of the reasons. There was 2 reasons to go to Titans. I figured one was to get the X-Cal, and the other one was to pray for a ribbon.
Yeah, no, that Roostic came in handy, but yeah, no ribbon in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did Earth 1, which I almost never do, and that chest in Earth, which I almost never do.
Yep. What'd you think of the lobsters?
Oh, yeah.
Bit of a jerk this seed, huh?
Yeah, they just didn't stop. I was like, oh, toxic, that's fun, or whatever it was, and then they had
it was stone
other
poison.
nasty stuff. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, stone poison. Then other really nasty stuff. But I looted everything down there, and there's literally nothing else. So I'm like, I'll give this chest one more chance. If I die, I die. And luckily I get turn order, and then just left. Because I didn't want to deal with left-hand side with lobsters down there, so...
No, nobody wanted to deal with that. Rax actually made it down left side, and found the lobsters late. And, yeah, it wasn't pleasant for him either, unfortunately.
Speaking of Rax, Rax has made it to Chaos, and is now buffing up all of their party members.
Mm-hmm. No fast, though, so we're going to do this. We're going to do chip damage, and no charges of temper left. So we're power bunking this one. Cure 4 to keep that white wizard alive. Wall coming out on the white wizard. So just again, just gonna wait. Slow 2 does land on the ninja, but we don't care.
It does mean that the ninja with the Maza will not be doing much for the rest of this, if I saw correctly.
Nope, he won't be. And there goes the red wizard. There's the Cure
And
4,
the
but
Cure
we didn't do a lot of damage to begin with, so we're just going to sit here and just, wail away.
Yeah, the plan was to buff up the knight until it could reasonably get hits.
Yes, but the knight is, again, we are swinging the Excal, so it's going to take a bit of buffing. There's the Inferno. And you got to keep that, you got to remember that knife needs to keep above that 400 threshold, just because, it's coming. There's a nuke in the
White
pool.
Ninja coming in useful with being able to cure that Dark Knight.
Yeah, and power up. We have heal 3, which is good. A cure 4, which is also useful. Not going to use it though, we're just going to just heal 3, okay. Power bonk coming out. Ice 2 coming down, shouldn't do much of anything.
But Chaos is tearing through the spell table. So we are about to get to fast and then nuke.
Okay, 4 hits for around 700 damage. That's pretty good. There's the fast. Yeah, Chaos is not swinging a lot. Very spell heavy. There's the nuke!
There's the nuke.
And,
Taking out 2 out of the 3 life casters.
Oh.
I don't know if the red mage has any life left.
Well, I can tell you that the next heal just did 1 hit for 72 damage, and it's man mode time. Power bonk to increase damage and accuracy. But remember, we've come full circle. The Cure 2 will come back. Slow 2 does not land. Slow 2 does not. There's the Cure 4.
This Chaos is getting through spells so quickly.
Yeah, this Chaos does not want to swing. This is nuts. Tornado coming out. We're within nuke range. The big swing here. We need another big swing. Crack. No one cares.
Yeah, that's a good free move. That was absolutely needed.
2 hits for 240. 2 hits for 495. Chaos is swinging. Swinging is good. Another swing from the X-Cow. 4 hits for 702. Fire 3. Again, we're eating through our spell list. Yeah, he does! There's a Terminate at 1 hit for 375. GG's out in chat for Rax.
With an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 19 seconds.
And we are joined in the booth by raxraxraxrax. Rax, GG's.
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 That was a seed, gentlemen. It was something to behold. So I guess.
What do you think of the lobsters, Rax?
I fought a bunch of lobsters and got lucky and didn't see it. And then as soon as I did, I was just like, nope, I'm exiting out. We're done. Over. No.
Yeah.
Which seemed like the right play.
So, speaking of plays, this was interesting. I haven't seen this in a while. You actually checked the magic, reset out, and reformed a party taking the white mage. I assume the Harm 4 was definitely on your mind, as well as some of the great level 1 magic that was already there.
Yeah, I just looked at it and I knew I wanted a thief, and I was like, if I just reset here, I can have Harm 4, so I have a good sweeper on level 1. I can have 3 life 2 casters. This is great. And I felt pretty great about that until I saw Fast.
Yeah, I was going to say, and then Fast ended up rolling into level 8 in Gaia. I mean, to be fair, wewbear, I think you only had 2 charges at the end of it?
Yeah, and I forgot on Tiamat. I was going to use one for Tiamat, but then I totally forgot I had it. And then midway through Chaos, I'm like, wait a minute. I have Fast. Yeah.
Also, the Temper, Quad X, and Nuke all landing on the same level.
Yeah.
That was unfortunate.
Yep. It's usually nice to have Nuke as like a little supplemental damage in Topher, but I was like, no, I want these Tempers because the scaling is starting to get real big, and I want Temper.
No, totally agree. That was.
And then my Madsman goes from 1900 damage to 240 the next swing. Like, come on.
The Masa, I have said it before and I'll say it again. The Masa will betray you. I have proof of this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, if I had a Vorpal, I would have slammed that, but
Oh, for sure.
no deal.
Well, I mean, that's the Vorpal. It's fantastic.
Rax, I want to bring a little bit of attention to what I found to be a very nice play, using the combination of the airboat and the northern docks. Like, everyone knows they can use the airboat and canoe for an easy ordeals proximity play, but being able to use that for saving a good few steps and getting to the on-rec, I think, town, instead of laying down in the field with the airship, that was really cool. And not something you see very often.
Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
My muscle memory is already shot on that, so I landed in the field.
I retrained it for this. I had some time to practice with this specific like set of things, and I was like, okay, this saves like 15 steps. That's so good, and it's not that huge, but like you have to do it 2 or 3 times, and especially when the encounter table is a pain.
Yeah, this walks like
certain.
Gross.
Yeah,
It's
useful.
And it's not something we see very often because both the airboat and Northern Docks are rather rare flags.
Mm.
Although I think starting with this tournament, airboat has become more of a general use flag.
I've been really liking
Speaking
it.
of which, yeah,
it's actually a very, very useful flag, especially like, again, if you can route it properly. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I was very happy to get floater pretty early in this one.
Yeah, especially with the table, it was real nice.
I only did 2 of this flag set before this, but like it was always one was 50-minute floater, the other one was like 40 something.
Speaking of which, what did you both think of the trap tile in Ordeal?
Yeah, sorcerers.
Being a pack of sorcerers.
Yeah, come on.
I
All right, run nuke.
Yep. I didn't roll this. This is all on Danny. Everyone give praise to Danny.
I murdered my thief and my fighter, but luckily life 2, not a big deal. But yeah, it's not what you want to see when you're in Ordeals.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I mean, the lobsters were worse.
Yeah,
because they came in big packs and they loved to just decimate everything that you had.
And I died to them. No ribbons, right? So
you did, and like I said, only 1 ribbon was found that we saw.
I think one of you brought up the encounter table and how nice it was, and I agree. That was 3 encounters right at the beginning when it's 4 out of 256. That's a very long hero run after you go through those first 3 encounters. And that was very helpful in walking around and getting to that first floater quickly.
The Ordeal's maze was actually nice too.
Yes.
It was very nice to you guys.
Yeah.
That kind of table always feels bad because I'm like, oh god, I'm wasting so much time because you have to walk a bunch and then reset and walk and reset. But it probably is actually faster still.
I can be honest, I didn't do it. I just wung it. I was like, yeah.
Wow.
Just yeah. You kind of. I noticed wewbear's like, you know what? I'm just diving. I don't care.
I'm just man moding it.
Yep. Just going. Just going. So with that is game 1 in hand. So I would ask our runners for their final thoughts. wewbear, the winner tonight. What are your final thoughts, my friend?
No final thoughts about the seed specifically. Like I said, it was a surprise that it was restreamed to me because it wasn't listed as first. So thank you to doing the restream and the talkings and the button push-ins and all that. And yeah, GG's again.
And Rex, do you have any final thoughts?
Mostly just GG's. Thank you so much to everyone who helped restream this and put it on. And I'm excited for another one and hopefully 2. We'll see. This is a great matchup to get to have.
Hope my previous races means anything. I'm definitely losing game 2. And then we'll see in game 3.
I look forward to that race for sure. Franklin, my co-coms, any final thoughts from you?
I want to give a big thank you to Mechlin on the restreams and Softnum for jumping in last minute to help out with the tracking. And also for anyone who has been watching this, if you want to see game 2 of Rax versus wewbear and possibly game 3, you can come on over to our Discord server and get the spectator role, and you will get pinged when any new races are happening. So you will know when the next winter tournament races are going on, including when we have our next Rax versus wewbear race.
Yeah, I think we have it for Saturday right now, but I'll have to double check.
No, you don't want to miss that. You don't want to miss that.
Minaslata, do you have any final thoughts?
Well, I just want to say once again, thank you to Mechlin for doing the restream. Thank you, Softnum, for checking all the buttons and keeping us honest. Thank you, Franklin, for joining me in the booth. We had a little bit of a mess around for who was doing what, but we managed to all get it all cleared up. Final Fantasy Randomizer, again, thank you for hosting us. And if you like what you see, if you want to join, Mekwin, thank you for posting that in chat. There's the website, the Discord, all of our fun channels. You can join up, you can sign up, you can watch some races, you can learn how to run the randomizer. Lots and lots of options, great community, fantastic people. It's a great place to show up, run some seeds, have some fun. You don't have to race, you can just race for fun.
And if you are interested in learning how to play the game or to race, we do have our Duck Boot Camp coming up soon after the winter tournament. And I look forward to playing as a duckling with all of any of the new people who want to join with us.
And it is a fantastic program. I'm pretty sure that most of us here started in the duckling program and learned and gained our experience and got our way up to here. But
I sure did.
I did too, and I see Rax has a little duckling avatar, so they have definitely done it as well. And so is Meklin, our restreamer. We've all been there. We've all done that. But with that, I shall say to you out there, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I have been one half of your hosts with the most from this frigid coast, Oslodo, and I will see you in the next round.
Good night, everybody.